So we are calling today, we're together today to announce the winner of our most recent Board of Pharmacy member election. I think this is for the Southeast District.
That is correct. Ashley, I in terms of the ethics statement, yeah, go ahead, Clint. Is that where you were going?
I was going to say ethics statement, and obviously Dr. Bowman is conflicted out.
Yes, we will note for the record, Andy, that you are recused from voting on the certification of the election results.
But if anybody else should care whether Andy gets elected or not, then you must recuse yourself as well under the State Ethics Act.
Right.
Nobody else cares, Andy.
All right. In accordance with the State Government Ethics Act, it is the duty of every board member to avoid both conflicts of interest and appearance of conflicts. Does any board member have any known conflict of interest or appearance of conflict with respect to any matters coming before the board today? If so, please identify the conflict or appearance of conflict and refrain from any participation in the particular matter involved.
My conflict has been previously identified by the good Clint Pinion.
All right.
Well, we'll fix up the good part in the minutes. All right. I think we're all set, Ashley.
Okay.
I think everybody's punchy today. So, Ashley, obviously, each of you received by email, both the board members, board counsel, and candidates, the results of the election, and I'm going to go over those in just a minute. But before I do that, I do want to specifically recognize Kristen Moore and Antoine Pryor, who, as you all know, run the election entirely from start to finish. And Kristen and Antoine, thank you both for your usual terrific work and running a smooth election, not only from a technological standpoint, but I know that you both have been readily available to the candidates to answer questions throughout. So credit to you both, and thank you as always. Kristen Moore has really developed a very smooth running election process. So. With that, then, Ashley, I'm going to turn to the election results, which have been emailed to each of you, and go through those. You have a chart there which lists the votes that were obtained by each candidate. We received a grand total of 2,304 votes in this election, and I know that Kristen has some data she can show you if you want to see it today, or we can Clint, you're banging on your keyboard with.
I'll mute it.
Okay. Kristen has some historic numbers that she can share with you if you'd like to see them as to how that stacks up in terms of total. The votes received, Dr. Bowman received 782 votes, which is 33.9% of the total votes cast. Wes Hickman received 546 votes, or 23.7% of the votes cast. Eric Lee received 107 votes, or 4.6% of the votes cast. Bronson Lowry received 162, or 7.0% of the votes cast. Joey McLaughlin received 522 votes, or 22.7% of the votes cast. Justin Sparrow received 62 votes, or 2.7% of the total votes cast. And Irv Trust received 123 votes, or 5.3% of the votes cast. As you all know, votes for the North Carolina Board of Pharmacy elections are pegged to the state election statute that governs primary elections. Under that statute, if only one candidate receives 30% or more of the total votes cast, that candidate is the winner by operation of statute. By operation of that statute, Andy Bowman is the winner of that election, And neither Kristen nor Antoine reported that there were any challenges in receiving, compiling, or tabulating the data. So we have complete confidence in those numbers. So happy to answer questions if there are any on that. Hearing none, Ashley, what we would need is to have a motion to certify the results of the Southeastern District election.
All right. So do I
So
have
moved.
Michelle is
moved.
she's gonna do that motion to make them official. Do I have a second?
Second.
Bill is seconded. All in favor, say aye. Let's see, Wallace,
Aye.
Keith,
Aye.
Michelle,
Aye.
Bill,
Aye.
and I as well. So Andy, congratulations, man. To all the folks that ran, thank you so much. I think we had a great turnout for folks that ran, so I'm very appreciative for that. And we're continue to have Andy on and excited about that.
And I'd like to reflect that too, Ashley, to all of the candidates who ran. As usual, we had a robust and high quality slate of candidates from a variety of different backgrounds. That is Andy, Wes, Eric Bronson, Joey, Justin, and Irv. That is obviously a credit to you all. And I hope that each of you who ran will continue to be active in the profession, as I know that you will be, knowing each of you. Also, I thank you all candidates for your courtesy and with staff as we work through the election processes. You are all terrific.
Jay,
Yes, sir.
Can I make a couple comments?
At Ashley's prerogative, if Ashley deems it so, you certainly
Absolutely, Andy.
I'd just like to say thank you to everyone that ran in the election. It was a great election as far as campaigning and people's efforts to get people out to vote. Really appreciate not only myself doing that, but other people running, trying to get as many pharmacists out there to vote. And so I think we did that, even though it was toward the end, getting some of them in there. I'd like to say I'm excited about another 5 years serving on the board. It's been the greatest honor of my professional career to serve with you folks. Known Jay Campbell for many years and his staff, and it's truly an honor. I could say a whole lot more right now, but I'm afraid I could default into something emotional like tears. It means that much to me to be involved with you guys and to be in this position to represent the pharmacists and the citizens of North Carolina. Thank you very much for your support and your compassion and for being good teammates. Thank you.
Okay,
Ashley, would you like, Kristen, do you have your screen share available?
I do indeed. Can you hear me? I'm gonna.
Yep, loud and
Okay.
clear. Ashley, would you guys like to just see the how the total votes fit in historically?
sure.
Just for an information.
Give me one sec here, please.
No problem.
All right. Let me know when you can see the Excel file to graph.
Got them.
So I did just want to note, I think Jay had said this in the last meeting that the first time we did the online voting was in the 2009 election, which was the central and northeastern districts. So the spike actually happened in 2011, which was for the western and northern as far as vote counts.
So that's the overall. You can see the percentages. It looks like we just hover around roughly 20% participation every election.
Jay, I would have claimed during this process, having been watching the numbers really close, that we were having some kind of COVID effect, that people were just, they had other things on their mind and so forth and so on. But if you look back over the last 4 cycles, it's really not really that different.
No, in fact, Andy, I think if you go back as far as, well, I mean, back to 1987 on this, I mean, there are differences. It ebbs and flows slightly, but I just eyeballing it, it looks like the average going all the way back to 1987 would be something around 2,300. votes per year on that. So Ashley, that's just an FYI. Obviously, I just wanted y'all to see that. It doesn't, it has nothing to do with the results clearly, but I just wanted y'all to see where we were. And with that, there are no other business items for the board. So Ashley, now would be the time to, unless anybody has any questions, of course, but absent that, this would be the appropriate time to entertain a motion to adjourn.
Okay, Kristen, thank you for sharing that information, but it sounds like somebody has a question maybe?
Yeah, this is Joey McLaughlin. I just wanted to congratulate Andy Bowman on the election. I know the board is in good hands, and I thought it was a very good election, and I was excited to run. Disappointed that I couldn't replace him, but there's a plan bigger in place, and Andy, congratulations.
Joey, thank you so much. For those that are on the call that don't know, Joey, when I got elected 5 years ago, Joey told me he was going to want his seat back. And believe me, I was very concerned that that would happen. And of course, it would be in great hands with Joey as well. But thank you, Joey. Thank you very much.
And Joey, just know that we want you to stay involved, stay connected with us.
Absolutely.
All right. If there are no other questions or comments, we will take a motion to close the meeting.
Motion to adjourn.
All right. Bill has made a motion. Keith has seconded that. All in favor, say aye. Wallace?
Aye.
Michelle?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
Keith?
Aye.
And I as well. All right. Thanks again, everybody, for all your awesome work, and we'll see you next time.
Good to see all
Everybody
of you.
do the wave. That's the new
Party at